What up, YouTube, man? How y'all living? I hope everybody's day is going amazing, man. My day has been pretty well, I must say, man. I don't want to give y'all a long update on work, but long story short, it went pretty well. But I am going to plug the little TikTok I literally just posted. So I posted it on YouTube Shorts, too. So if you seen my client, Dwight, eating a watermelon, funniest dude, then I posted the short of them jumping in the lake today when we went fishing. We didn't catch nothing but a suntan, so it wasn't like we scared none of the fish away anyway. But yeah, man, if you want to go have you a laugh, be entertained, go check that out, man. But I literally was sitting down here, right? And shout out to my dog Jeremy. She got this notebook for me for my birthday like 2 years ago. And I just had so many notebooks that I literally started writing in this one. I got a lot of stuff written down in here, but it just, my stuff be scattered in different notebooks. So I got a lot of pages left. So I went to a meeting today, and I literally came all the way back to the crib just to grab it because I'm like, man, I seen it yesterday, and it's probably the best quality little notebook I got. Leather, nice stuff, stamped in it, fire like that. But so I literally pulled this out trying to figure out how I was going to word what I was going to talk about. I literally flipped to the first blank page. Now, I spoke to y'all in the video before this one or the video before that, just depending on which one gets out first, about this little situation I had with somebody. Man, my allergies been so bad. I'm sorry I keep wiping my nose. That's a pet peeve for somebody. But yeah, situation I had going on with somebody out here, man. Long story short, we both just decided to kind of give it up to the Most High. Wherever he leads, that path is where he's going to lead that path. Decided that it's best that we allow him to figure those things out and to continue to just work on us individually. And yeah, through him, what it's supposed to be is already done. You feel me? So, yeah, that's how that kind of went, man. But I thought that was funny because I basically was literally in my mind trying to figure out, like, okay, cool. I'm gonna be like, man, listen, y'all just gotta, at some point you're not gonna understand. Like, it's a path that's designed for you. You just gotta go down it, and whatever comes with it might be seeming confusing, like, through the Most High, you're gonna get there, bro. Like, you gotta make some sacrifices and changes. I'm kind of just summing up what I was thinking about, I guess. I flipped to this first page, though, like I was saying, and it says, it's quotes at the bottom of every page, right? I know the plans I have for you, says the Lord. They are plans for good and not for disaster, to give you a future and a hope. And I mean, it's just crazy because, like I said, just with that situation in itself, that goes so well with it. And it just literally what me and this individual had spoke about, you understand, giving it up to him, and whatever he has written is what we rocking with, you understand. And then also just in life, because I want y'all to understand the things that I speak about on this channel, although I may give different examples from my life, and maybe you can't relate to those specifically, a lot of these things are morals and wisdom that I want y'all to understand that you can apply to anything. I kind of was just thinking about work earlier, like the themes of work that I kind of be learning every single day. I kind of realized, like, man, those themes I can apply to any line of work. As long as I apply the same understanding I attempt to chase every single day to anything I do, I feel as though I'm going to be the best I can at it. And that leaves me with a sense of peace about everything I do moving forward, man. So I say that to you, to say that, man, sometimes down this path, sometimes on this self-development tip, man, sometimes when you out here trying to make it happen, bro, I ain't gonna lie, I have multiple days when I feel confused. I have days when I simply feel like I'm moving backwards. I'm being stagnant. It feels like things are not going right for me. And I kind of get caught up in this small picture thing and not really understanding that it's a bigger picture that the Most High has been painting and revealing to me my entire life. I feel as though it's been that way forever. Ever since I started this self-development thing, as I've started to attempt things and felt myself getting worried, felt myself feeling lost, feeling like I don't know what I'm doing. every time I continue to push forward and make those things happen and just simply just walk on my faith, as I spoke about in another video, at the end of the day, whatever I was attempting to accomplish, when I was finished and I was able to step back, I see that point where I was at, wherever I could have just stopped, and then I look at everything else that's after that, and I'm like, man, if I would have stopped right there, if I would have let them things deter me, distract me, this whole picture would have never got finished. This whole idea, this whole job, this whole dream that I'm making develop in front of my eyes would have been at a standstill, at a halt, because I allowed that difficult moment to stop me from chasing this dream, man. Understand that anything, how I want to say this quote, bro, and I said it earlier, man, and it's something simple. Anything worth having is worth waiting for. You dig what I'm saying, bro? And it's worth working for, man. Sometimes, and I've been a victim of it, bro, things get boring. They don't make sense to us. They simply seem as though they aren't aligning with the type of person that we are anymore. I think that pushing through those feelings, I think that continuing to give up these things to the Most High and understanding that he has something written, he has something bigger for us, is what allows for success. What is the creation of success, is the creation of perseverance, is the creation of an individual that never gave up on themselves, on their dreams, and on the people that depend on them. You feel me? So I had a conversation with somebody, and she may see this vid, she may not, and we never really finished it. You know what? I'm not even gonna say it, bro, because it may be a little too personal, bro. Yeah, it definitely might be a little too personal. But anyway, though, so as I'm saying, though, bro, on this thing, man, they are plans for good and not for disaster, to give you a future and a hope. Man, sometimes on this thing, it do feel like disaster, and sometimes we lose sight of that faith, and we lose sight of the person who we supposed to be becoming, right? But I just want y'all to understand, though, bro, like, and I say this not just from a place of a person who's been there and done that, but a person who sometimes is at points, and maybe at a point now, that I have no choice but to believe that. Sometimes I come on here and I try to give the best advice I can, and I try to speak wisdom, and I try to speak through things I'm going through. But a lot of the times I come on here and I'm attempting to express it, not only so you can hear it, so I can hear it out my own mouth, so I can speak it out to the Most High, let them know that I still got my faith, and sometimes I even got to write. I mean, this is a small sidebar, bro. Maybe this is something that y'all may want to attempt doing. One thing I've started, I did it a long time ago. I started doing this a long time ago, but in the mornings I write to the Most High. I write to him whatever comes to my mind. Sometimes it may be simply just thanking him for things that happen. Sometimes it may be me explaining something to him. Sometimes it may be literally the way I come on here and started off with a problem and ended off with me attempting to find a solution. Whatever comes to my mind, I kind of do that, and I find that helps, and I find that, that has strengthened my connection with the Most High, and it has allowed me to have a certain amount of discernment about when I'm off and when I'm not doing things and when I'm not in alignment with his wishes and the things that he has in store for me, and the type of man he wants me to be. And just to relate to that video, I just kind of I posted, like I said, I don't know when I'm gonna post it, but about me feeling as though whenever that individual, that young lady, had spoken to me about her being off in her relationship lately with the Most High, it made me feel as though, like I said, it may have had something to do with me being out of alignment and things that I had to work on, and that just kind of put fire under me to number one, repent. Number two, ask for forgiveness. Number three, just ask him to reveal things to me that I may not be doing, that I need to begin doing, that I need to start back doing, that I need to strengthen, that I am doing but not doing as hard as I could be, in order to continue to go closer and closer to him. Sometimes, and I feel like this happens a lot of times with not just our faith with the Most High, but a lot of things in life. When we do something for so long and it becomes second nature to us, we declare ourselves experts at it, even on this self-development thing. Sometimes I feel as though I talk about it. I do a lot of things to self-develop myself. I get caught up in this thing of, oh, I'm self-developed, or I'm well off enough to, I guess, let off the gas, even though I'm not attempting to. It's just this feeling of when you do anything so long, it's like second nature. You don't think about it as much. You might not go as hard as you can because you develop ways to do it at a high rate, at a higher rate, by exerting less energy, if that kind of makes sense, bro. And really and truly, what I'm starting to understand is that you always want to be on the edge of going as hard as you can and not knowing where you're going. You feel me? I'm hoping that makes sense. So what I'm trying to say is that on this self-development thing and on these things in life in general, bro, you never want to, even though you continue to work on something, and especially with your relationship with the Most High, you might be doing little things to keep it up every day, whether it be praying, writing, speaking to Him, whatever the case may be. There's always more you can do to show the Most High, show yourself that you here, you still got more work to do. Show yourself that you're not just done. You feel me? It's never a finish line with this thing, bro. It's always more praise. It's always more worship you can give out to Him. It's always more ways that you can self-develop it and just kind of take that step back too. And it kind of relates all the way back to the beginning of this video. That same picture I told you guys about. As you passed up that difficult part or whatever you're attempting to do in life, you finish the portrait. You can step back now and see other areas where you may have lacked. You may have not went as hard as you can, or whatever the case may be. The best part about it is you finish, but now you also can see where you can improve, because when you finish that portrait, that don't mean you're done with this thing. You finish the portrait, it's time to start another one. It could be the same exact portrait, a different portrait. Well, I don't want to get into things like that, but you get what I'm saying, bro. It's time to start another one. And now you know where you need to fix and correct yourself. You feel me? You finish that one, it's another one. And that goes until we perish, man. You understand? I think the self-development thing, somebody said it in a quote, and I'm going to end this video like that. They said that their life changed for the better when they realized that self-development was a never-ending cycle, or a never-ending thing. You feel me? So, I guess that just kind of relates into what I just kind of tried to represent to y'all. I know I got a problem with giving analogies, and sometimes they be off. They don't be direct as I would like them to be, or as I want to say mundane. I don't know why, but like just basically basic, I guess is what I'm saying. But you get the gist, man. If you've been rocking with me, you know how I be coming. I just get on here and just go. But I ain't got much more than that to say, man. Yeah, through Him you gonna conk it all. Through Him it was already done. I'm out of here.
I went through hell and back, and I came back a better me. Said this so many times, but I swear I finally see.